All right, hey everybody, welcome to Zenfolio Live. I am Robert with Zenfolio Customer Support, and I just want to say thank you for joining us here on the live Q&A. So if this is your first time viewing, or if you're a regular viewer, please just shout out to us in the chat, say hi, let us know where you're from. If you're watching this on the Facebook post, and you want to join us and chat with us live, just click on the link and come on over to YouTube where you can actually chat with us and stuff like that. So if you guys have questions, things like that you want me to answer, please go ahead and get them into the chat. For right now, I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into an email question that I have, and then we'll get back to some live questions after that. So the question I've got says, is there a way to create a before and after slider image in Zenfolio? So I think what you're talking about is one of those little sliders where maybe you've done some post production on a an image. Maybe you've done some facial retouching or something like that, and you want to do one of the little sliders where it lets you go back and forth over the original image and over the and then you can see the edited image. There's not really a way built into Zenfolio that you can do that, but what you can do is use a custom page and then find a third-party tool. There's actually a third-party tool that will allow you to do this, and you just have to embed that into your custom page. So I've actually already gone through the process and done this, so let me show you what this looks like. You just go to website really quick, custom page, and then what we're going to do is just go to this, let's see if I can find it really. Let's get my head out of the way here. See if we can find this custom page right here. So it's called before and after slider. Let me open it up really quick right here. Second, let me go back. I did the wrong thing. Right on it. Okay, there we go. So that's going to open up this custom page. And what you can see here is this is a slider. And this was just the default image off of the website that I used to create this. So this is not any of my photos or anything like that. But you can take this and slide it back and forth like this here. So there's the link to the website right here that I used to create this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw that link out in the chat, and then I'm going to go and just kind of show you how you could set this up and maybe use your own image and things like that. So let me copy this link really quick right here, and I'm just going to throw that right out in the chat for you guys here. Hey, Graham from Ireland. Thanks for joining us and hanging out. Good to see you. Who else we got here? We've got Zenfolio, Zach hanging out again with us. Thanks for hanging out again, Zach. And as always, we've got yes, that is a lot of custom pages. As always, we've got the wonderful Cheryl here helping me moderate as well. Yeah, so that's a ton of custom pages. I probably need to go through there and do some cleaning out of those eventually. But anyway, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to go visit this link right here really quick and make this custom slider. So the first thing I need to do is I need to pick some images that I want to use for this slider. I don't really have anything that's going to be I don't really have anything that's going to be a good comparison of like a before and after. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use two different images that are about the same size and create this page. So what we've got here is we've got this link that I opened up here, and as you can see, all I have to do is add the image links right here, and then this will actually create the code for us. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go back to my Zenfolio account, go right here to my photos page, and then what I'm going to do is just find a gallery here. So let me see what's a good gallery. Let's just go to this homepage slideshow. And what we're going to want to do is we want to make sure that the images need to be public. And if you want to, what you probably want to do is use one of the generated thumbnail. I'm not sorry, not thumbnail, but one of the generated preview images rather than the actual full-size original file. So what I'm going to do is if I go down here, actually, you know what? I know there's a better photo. Let's see, I think it's in archives. Where is it at? It's under 2016 folio and portraits. I think that's where this photo that I'm looking for. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this photo and this photo together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this photo right here, come down to sharing and client access right here, and then I'm going to get the direct link to this image. I'm going to click this right here, and then what I'm going to use is I'm not going to use the original photo. I'm just going to use the extra large version of this photo. So I'm clicking that right there, and then I'm just going to copy this link right here, and then go ahead and close that out. Now I'm going to flip back over to my other tab where I've got that link that I just threw out in the chat opened up, and I'm going to paste this link right here as the left side image for that. So now next I need to get my right side image. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go back to that gallery on my dashboard, and now we're going to go ahead and make this the right side image. So I'm going to click on there, come down to sharing and client access, and I'm going to use the, I think it was the extra large or the large that I'm going to use, now I can't remember which side it was. I'm going to use the extra large. I think that was the size that so copy that, hit close, go back to that right there. And then what I'm going to do is now I'm going to paste that in there. Now I've got my left side image and my right side image here, and you can have these dates on here if you want. I'm probably just going to remove these out here and then click update preview. Now here you can see this preview right here of what this looks like. If I take this slider, go back and forth, takes the guy out and kind of shifts the photo a little bit. So now what I want to do is I need to scroll down a little bit further and get the embed code. Where did it go? Let me get myself out of the way here. So what we want to do is we want to get the embed code. Let me go find that really quick. Oh, where's the button at? Makes, now there was a button on here. Date preview. Well, there is a button on here somewhere. I can't find it, unfortunately. There's a button where you can get the embed code. Use current. Where the embed code go? All right, well, anyway, so there's a button where you get an embed code from this thing. I think maybe I have to logged in, hit create. Project. All right, guys, somehow I am completely missing this, so I'm sorry. I'm somehow missing where the embed code is, but I know you can get the embed code on this here, and then basically what you're going to want to do is after you get the embed code, you're going to go into the custom page. You just go in here, websites, custom pages. You're going to go into the custom page, or create a custom page. And then once you have that embed code, what you're going to do is click this source button right here and paste that embed code right here. I'm sure it was there somewhere. It was a small line. I know I'm missing it. But I'm not going to waste any more time looking for it. But you just get the embed code after you put those images in there and paste it into the source. And then that will show on that custom page. So sorry I couldn't find that to show you guys the full process, but that's how you would do that if you wanted to create one of these for your own custom page. All right, let me get back to my dashboard here really quick. I'm not gonna save that one there. And so let's see. Something I do want to tell you guys, something that's coming out, and tomorrow there'll be a tutorial published on our YouTube channel, is there's actually a new cropper tool that's going to be coming out. The cool thing about it is that it prevents people from cropping outside of the image. So if you've ever had any issues where your clients accidentally maybe made the crop too large and got some white lines printed on their prints, this new cropper tool is going to help prevent that from happening. And like I said, I'm putting a tutorial out tomorrow on it. So just if you're not subscribed to the channel, just make sure you click that little Z on the bottom right hand corner. and subscribe to the channel. That way you know when all the new tutorials and things like that are coming out as well. Hit publish and then the embed code appears. I was missing the publish button, so there you go. Thanks, Cheryl, for helping out with that. Now I just feel really silly. So thanks for helping me out with that. Okay. So if you guys got any questions, please feel free just to throw them out in the chat. I would love to take your questions and help you guys out with your accounts. And help you learn how to use Zenfolio more effectively, more efficiently, and things like that. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and just grab another email question here really quick. So the next email question that I've got says, how do I buy photos from within my account? And is there a way that I can buy from a price list, but only pay base cost? So it sounds like maybe you're not quite sure how to buy photos from your account, but you're also maybe wanting to buy off of a price list that you created and only pay the base cost. So you can do both of these pretty easy. What you want to do is first you want to just go to the gallery that have the photos you want to purchase. I'm actually working on a video tutorial for this. It's probably not going to be out for a couple more weeks, but there's definitely a tutorial coming out on that as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is just go to the gallery that you want to purchase products from. Now, if you want to purchase internally, you don't have to have a price list assigned to this gallery. You can purchase from a homepage gallery or anything like that, even if there's not a price list assigned to it, you can still purchase from that gallery. So what we're going to do is just go down to like homepage slideshow right here. And then as you can see over on the right hand side, since this is a homepage slideshow, well, it shouldn't have any price list assigned to it. So let me just remove this price list really quick. I'm just going to say do not allow print ordering and save. So now, even though there's not a price list assigned to this gallery now, you can still make purchases internally from this gallery. What you're going to do is just click on the photos that you want to purchase. If you want to select more than one photo, say you want to purchase maybe an 8x10 of several of the photos in this gallery, what you can do is you can hold Command and you can just come and click on the photos that you want. Now that's Command if you're on a Mac, or it's Control if you're on a PC. So after you got those photos selected, what we're going to do is just click this buy button right here. That's going to pull up a list of all the products right here, and by default, usually this is going to be all vendors, usually. So now anytime you click on one of these product categories, you're going to be shopping products from all of our vendors. So you can do that if you want. Personally, what I like to do is I like to change this over to working with just a specific vendor that I want to use. So for instance, maybe I want to just shop from MPix Lab. I can do that. So now I can go on here, go to prints, and now I'm shopping from within my account at base lab price. So you can see these are base lab costs. So if I add a 4x6 right here or a 4x5, we're going to go through, it's going to be the cropper right here, and then we just add to cart like this. Now, that's how you shop within your account at base lab prices through all of the vendors or all of the products that a specific vendor has to offer. But what if you want to shop on a price list that you've created? Well, what you can do is if you want to shop on a price list you've created, doing this, you do have to have a price list assigned to the gallery. So what I'm going to do is let me just go and I think this Smith gallery down here has a price list. Just click on that. And it's public. Let me just assign this price list here. Go and allow ordering at base. Let's just go allow ordering from my price list. Because the whole point is we're trying to order from one of the price lists that we've created because we know what products are on there and it kind of narrows it down. Maybe makes it easier for us to locate what we're looking for. So let's just go color only right here. Save. Okay, so one of the things you could do is you could go to preview like this and go select photos, buy, products, and then this little pop-up is going to say use visitor prices, or order at base prices. And so in this case, if you want to see your price list versus all of the products at base price, then you would need to go visitor price list. Right? That. And then it's going to show just the price list that you've created and those products. So if I go here and I say small prints, here is that right there. That's that 4x6, and this is with my markup. Now, what if I want to do this, but maybe I want to check out and I only want to pay base pricing. So I don't want to pay my markup on these products. Well, if that's the case, what you want to do is do exactly like I just did. Choose use visitor pricing. But before you check out, go and create yourself a coupon that you can use so that when you're shopping at your marked up pricing, you can put this coupon in when you go to check out and it will drop it down to base lab pricing for you. So I'm just going to go add new coupon really quick. Call this one base prices. And then go down here and put the coupon code. This is the coupon code that you're going to use, so make sure it's something that's easy to remember, because I am the worst about creating coupon codes that I'm going to use, getting over to where I need to use it, and forgetting what the coupon code was or something like that. So I'm just going to make this coupon code for me. And now what I'm going to do is come down and choose discount products, go to discount to base pricing, like that right there. And then I'm just going to leave everything set as default from there so it can work on all products. There's no limit and no expiration, and I'm going to hit save. And so now whenever I go to check out, I just put that coupon code in and it's going to drop everything down to base prices. So I hope that that helps a little bit with that question. All right, so we got a question in the chat. Let me see. Take a read here. Any ideas on how to create an account for a newspaper where they can download according to license, but I retro charge them later? So they buy a front page license, but can download immediately without entering payment details. I'm not 100% sure on this particular situation. It sounds, Graham, like what you're wanting is them to be able to buy something and then you go back and invoice them later. Is that kind of what you're looking for? If so, just kind of let me know, maybe clarify a little bit in the chat, and I'll see what I can come up with that. But I'm not exactly sure I understand 100% what you're trying to do. Yeah, so if you could just clarify for that, I will try to come back and answer that question for you. Okay, next question we've got here in email is, I want to give some of my clients free shipping, but not all of them. Is there a way to do this? Yeah, so you could do this again with coupons. What you can do is just create a coupon that gives free shipping or discount shipping, and then you could actually make that coupon only work in specific galleries. Or what you can do is even just control the coupon by only sending it to those who you want to give free shipping. So let me show you how to set that up really. I'm going to go to browser. We're going to go to selling and then click on coupons and campaigns. And then I'm just going to click add new coupon. I got to go back sometime and clean up these old coupons that I keep, or these coupons that I keep making. I'm just going to put free shipping in here just so I remember why I created it. And then you could come up with a coupon code, maybe free ship 2017 or something like that. Then you would come down here and not mess with the discount products since you're wanting to give free shipping. Then just click on discount shipping right here. And then you can say calculate. Well, none of this really matters because we're going to discount it to be free. So we want to just go to change the type to be % of shipping. And then just set this to be 100%. Now, what you could do is in here, if you want to control it for just some specific clients, What you could do is do the controlling by changing the gallery that this coupon will work it with. So you could choose the selected galleries, go in here and say, I only want the Smith family to get free shipping. So this coupon would now only work in that Smith family gallery. So that's one way you could control who would get the free shipping. Another way is just by simply who has the coupon code. So you can set up a limit if you want. So maybe, maybe you've got a bride and groom and you want to give just the bride and groom free shipping, but you don't want them to pass off this code to all their friends and family or something like that. So you could create this code, put a one-time use limit on it, and then save it and send them this code. And then what they would do is basically the bride and groom would go use this code when they place their order. It would give them free shipping, but then they couldn't share it with other people because once they use it once, because we designated it to only have one limit, it would then expire and become void after that. So that's how you could do that there. All right, so I'm not going to save this coupon because I have tons of coupons in there that I need to really go back and clean up. Just like with my custom pages, Zach pointed out earlier. All right, let me go back here. So Graham says like a credit account. What you could do is probably, let's see, I'm trying to think, probably the best way to do that would maybe be creating a special coupon for them. So what you could do is, if you're wanting to give them downloads, what you could do is you could create a coupon. So let me jump back to that coupon page really quick. So we're going to go selling, and then coupons and campaigns. And if you're just wanting to give them free downloads, so basically you're wanting them to be able to go in and get a free download, and then you're going to bill them later. What you can do is this. You can go to add a new coupon right here. And let me just get myself out of the way here. Screen. And then probably what I would suggest doing is just putting in the name right here. Maybe if it's a specific client that you're working with or something like that, I would probably put their name in here. So for this sake, let's just say this is a baseball team or something like that. So I'm just going to put the team name in here, Tigers or whatever, just so I know why this coupon was created or who it was created for. You could even go as far as to putting a little bit of a description in here as well. And then what you could do is, just make the coupon code. That's what you're going to send to them there. So you would send them this coupon code. And then what you're going to do is set this up to discount products to 100% right here. Go down here. And then again, as I showed earlier, you could control it by the gallery. But one of the things you will want to do, Graham, when you're creating this is make sure that you uncheck these other products here so that it only works for digital downloads. So now you're going to do that, probably leave no limit use and things like that on it. And then I'm not going to save this, but you would click save. And then basically what you would do is send them this code right there. They would go visit the gallery, pick out the images that they want to download. You would have them set up as digital products for sale. They would be able to download and then enter this coupon. And for just digital products, since there's no shipping involved, they won't have to enter any shipping information. And when they enter this coupon, it's going to make the digital downloads free to them at the time. They won't have to enter their payment information, and they'll be able to download the photos after they're processed. Now, you will get a notification saying that an order is made, and you could just come back and invoice them manually however you want, maybe through a service like Square or something like that afterward if you want, or you could just track the coupon's usage. So let me cancel this coupon really quick and kind of show you what I mean by tracking a coupon's usage. So probably most of these are not going to have any usage, but you can actually click here on usage right here, and it will tell you how many times it's been used and things like that. So you can see some information that way. You could kind of track, see what they've done, or you could actually just go maybe every month and pull a report through your Zenfolio account of that particular client and see what they downloaded for free and then invoice them outside of Zenfolio that way. You go to like selling, reports and payouts. Then you can go to sales reports, go to orders, and you can do it like by the month. Obviously, I'm not going to change it because this account's just a demo account and I don't have a lot of orders in there, but you could switch this to that particular month and then sort by customer, and you could see what that particular client, or that particular person, what they ordered and used that coupon for, and then that would kind of to let you know what you needed to go back and invoice them for. So I hope that helps, Graham. I hope that kind of answers your question. If not, definitely feel free to just clarify some more in chat, or you can also, reach out to me at zenfolio.com/contact. We can talk about it some more through email. Maybe I can take a look at things and how you have it set up, and maybe we can come up with something very specific to kind of work in your situation, and come up with a process that would work. So anyway, hope that helps. And if not, like I said, just definitely reach out to me and I will follow up with you and try to get that help straightened out for you. All right, so let's see. John says, I display my featured galleries on my homepage. Is there a way to remove my watermark on just those homepage gallery cover photos without removing it from those cover photos in the gallery itself? John, so actually did I do a video on this? I think actually I think I did do a video on customizing cover thumbnails. If I didn't do a video on that, then there's a tutorial on that coming out really quick. But I'm happy to show you how to do this. Basically, what you're going to have to do is create a new gallery for the photos that you want to be the cover photos that you're going to show on your homepage. So if I go to photos really quick right here, what we're going to do is, let's just say, for instance, that these galleries right here are my featured galleries, and they're showing on my homepage. Currently, the cover thumbnail, the photo that's used as the cover photo, has a watermark on it, but we don't really want to do that. So what you would do in this situation is just create a gallery for your cover thumbnail. So what I'm going to do is just go, let's see. I'm not going to go ahead and create one. I'm just going to pretend that I created one. So let me get my head out of the way. So let's just say that this gallery right here, I created this for my cover thumbnail. So basically what I'm going to do is, if I wanted to use... Oh, there is. I did. Oh, okay, I did do the video. I thought I did, Cheryl. Thanks. Yeah, so there's the video right there that goes over it, but let me go ahead and finish setting this up. So this gallery right here. Sorry, it's been a long week. I've done lots of videos this week, and so it's hard for me to keep track of which ones I published and which ones I didn't. I'm actually getting ready to go on vacation, guys. So yeah, I did lots of videos this week. Next week, next week I will be on vacation, and you guys will have Kayla here on YouTube. But yeah, I'm about to go on vacation, and I've been just busting out a lot of videos, and that's why I'm having a hard time remembering which ones are published and which. Okay, sorry, John. I didn't mean to get off track on that. So what we're doing is this gallery right here. Let's say this gallery is showing on my homepage as a featured gallery. Let's just go ahead and apply some watermarks to make this a little bit more realistic to your situation. So now all of the photos in here have watermarks. Now, as you know, usually by default, the first photo in the gallery usually becomes the gallery thumbnail. However, you can designate another photo to do that, either by moving that photo to the front of the gallery, or by clicking on the photo and going select as cover thumbnail, and then doing that. But let's say that we want to use this photo right here as the cover thumbnail for the engagements gallery, but we don't want that watermark to show. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to go all photographs, create a new gallery. I'm going to call this cover, I think they're thumbnails is what they're called, thumbnails. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to copy that image that I want to use as the cover thumbnail into that gallery. So I'm going to click on here, go and just copy this to the cover thumbnail gallery. And what this is doing is it's leaving the watermarked version inside this gallery. But now if we go down here to this cover thumbnail right here, we can take the watermark off of this one. No watermark. And then this is how you make it work. So then you just assign this one that does not have the watermark to be the cover thumbnail for that gallery. This way, that photo is still inside the gallery with the cover thumbnail, but we also have a version of it that's not watermarked, that's set up to be the cover thumbnail. So that when it shows on the home page, it won't have that watermark. So let's just go take a look really quick. If I go here, let me just make sure that these other galleries have watermarks so we can kind of see as a comparison really quick. On there. Just go preview this group and take a look. So if I go preview right here, you can see that's still loading because I just applied that watermark. So there's that watermark. And here's that gallery, which we know is watermarked because we saw it was watermarked, but the cover thumbnail doesn't have the watermark on it. And then if I click on it and go in here, all of these photos should still be watermarked. So that's how you would do that, John, is just create a cover thumbnails gallery, copy the photos you want to use into it, and then just set them as your cover thumbnails. And I'm pretty sure it shows that on that video as all right, so let me get back to my dashboard really quick. If you guys are ever here and you want to get back to your dashboard, you can just click this button right here. It takes you right back to your dashboard. All right, let's see. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and grab an email question really quick. Let's see here. How can I send automatic emails to my clients when they make a favorites list to tell them about some of my products like albums and gallery wrap? So we do have a feature. I know I've talked about it a couple of times, and I am planning on doing a video on it sometime. It's called Triggered Emails, and basically what this does is there's different things, different actions that visitors can take on your website. Different actions that visitors can take on your website. Such as like creating a favorite set, placing an order, maybe doing a visitor sign-in or something like that, that will actually trigger these automatic emails to be sent to those visitors if you have it set up in your account. So let me show you how to use that really quick. Switch over to browser only. So what we're going to do is we are going to go into communications right here. And then in communications, what we're going to do is we're going to go to email communications. Now, the first thing you would want to do is you would want to make a new template. So as this question said, you know what, they want this triggered email to be sent out when somebody saves a favorite set because they kind of want to promote some products and things like that. So what you would basically want to do is come down here and go new template and give this a template name. So I'm just going to call this favorite set product. Okay, so I'm going to call it that. Now this is not going to be sent to the client. They're not going to see this whenever this email is sent. This is just so you know why you created it. So you might have a couple of different email templates that you want to set up for favorite sets. So I would definitely give it a little bit of specific details in here so you can kind of keep them straight. So what we're going to do is in the subject line right here, this is going to be the subject of the email that the client or the visitor gets. So what we just do is put something like, hey, you saved a favorite set. After you have some of that information in here, you know, you could say whatever you want, like, thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your images. Please check out these promotions. Maybe list the products that you're promoting at that time. If you're, giving out coupons, you could put a coupon code in here if you wanted. Whatever information you want to automatically engage that client with once they save a favorite set, you would put that here in this email template. Now the next thing you would do is go down here and hit save. And now that you've got this saved, right here you can see right here, favorite set product promotion. What you're going to do is go up here, go to triggered emails, go down to where you find the favorite set created. Excuse me, I gotta get a drink of water here. Go down to where you find the favorite set created, which is right here. Hit edit. And then what you're going to do is select that email template that you created. So in this case, it's going to be favorite set product promotion. Now we want to decide how soon after they create that favorite set do we want this email to go out to them. You know, if you want it to be immediately, you can just leave it to 0 right here, and it's going to send this email to them immediately after they save a favorite set. Now, if you want it maybe to be a couple of days down the road, you could definitely do that, you know, say like 3 days. And now the cool thing about email templates, I'm sorry, not email templates, but the triggered emails, is that you can do more than one. You can do up to 3. So maybe a month down the road, you've got another template that's created that just says, hey, you know, let us know if you have any questions, whatever you want to put back in front of those visitors' eyes in an email to try and re-gauge them and maybe get some more print orders, or maybe just another session booked or something like that. You could set up another template and put that here. And you could do a third one, and you can do these up to a year out. So I could do this 365 days after this one is sent, and you could do this one up to 365 days if you want after this one is sent. So that's actually going to be like 2 years out. It's going to send them another email if you want. I don't know if that's something you would want to do, but it's definitely possible to do that. And then you would just click save and enable. And now anytime a client goes to their gallery, makes a favorite set, these emails are going to be sent to them on the time period that you set up here. So it's definitely a really cool way to automate the engagement of your visitors to your website. Anyway, I hope that helps. Let me get back here to my dashboard. I hope that helps, and it's definitely a cool feature to check out if you haven't checked that one out already. Awesome, John. I'm glad that helped. Yeah, just that video's there, so make sure you bookmark it if you have any questions, anything like that. Definitely there. I'm trying to remember then what videos are coming out. I know the new Cropper Tool video is coming out, and the internal buying video is coming out. Yeah, there was one more that I had to publish. I'm not sure. Don't remember. Okay, so let me go ahead and get back to an email question really quick here. Let's see. This person says that I am creating a self-fulfilled product, but it's not showing up in the category that I designated it to. I want it to show in the print category, but it just stays in the other category. Why is this happening? So probably what's going on is this. If you sell self-fulfilled products, let me just get to the self-fulfilled product screen really quick. So I'm just going to go to selling. Let's click on selling right here. And then we're just going to go right here to self-fulfilled products. And then I've got a couple of products created, so I'm not really going to create any more. Let's see, let me find a good one. Just click on this right here. So this is a 4x6 print. Let me just get myself out of the way here. This is a 4x6 metallic print. Here's a description right here. Now if I scroll down, you're going to see that this is in prints, and then prints, small prints. So that's the category that I have designated that I wanted this this self-fulfilled product to show up in to my clients. So because it's a print, obviously I want it to show up in the print category. So now after this product's created, the next thing that you do is you have to go and you have to create a price list or add this to an existing price list. And this is where things get a little confusing as far as the category thing comes up. So probably what's happening is that you're adding this to a price list, and for some reason, and it keeps showing up in the other products category on the price list to you. So if I go to selling and I go to price list and I go to, let's just go to this MPix price list right here. I'm at this MPix price list right here, and as you can see, I've got prints right here. There's small prints, medium format prints, all that stuff right here. These are all the product categories, but these are vendor products right here. So if I go add products like this, and I go over and I choose the studio name, and then I go prints, there's that 4x6 metallic print, and apparently I already have it added to this price list. But so if I clicked on that and added it, it's not going to show up in the prints category on the back end of the price list right here. It's going to show up, as you said, here in this other products category. So if I go other, offered directly from photographer, that's where that 4x6 metallic print is showing up. However, this is not how it's going to be represented to your clients. The only reason that it keeps showing up in the other products category on the back end is because this is the back end of the price list where you do all of your changes and things like that. And we wanted to make it easy for you to distinguish your products, your self-fulfilled products, from any vendor products that you created or added to your price list. So on the back end of the price list, it is always going to show up under other products and not in the product category that you specified. However, if we save this price list, let me just save it and assign it. When a client goes to look at the gallery, the product will show up in the correct product category if you are using product categories. So let me just make sure that that price list has product categories, or the product categories shown. So what I'm doing here is I'm going and checking the presentation of this price list, so to see how it's going to show. So I'm going to price list settings, and then I just want to make sure that the category view is shown. So if you scroll down to the very, not to the very bottom, but down here, this is customized presentation. And this is where you can actually choose to show either the products in a category view where clients would go through and look at different product categories, or you can show them in a list view. If you've got a very limited amount of products that you offer to your clients, you know, maybe 15 or less, I would definitely recommend going with the list view. It's just going to make things easier for your clients to find. If you offer a lot more products than that, the category view is definitely the route that you want to. All right, so now that we've made sure that that's set up there, let me just go ahead and cancel. And now let's go check that out. So I'm going to go to photos. Go down to that Smith gallery right here. And then what we're going to do is just, let me go ahead and just so we can view this as an actual visitor, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that right there. And I'm going to open this up in a new incognito window. Actually, I'm going to open it up in a new window because I'm in a incognito window right now. So I'm just going to go File, New Window. The important thing is that you're opening it up anytime you want to test your website from a true visitor's perspective. You want to open it up in either a new incognito window so that it logs you out of you're not logged into your Zenfolio account, or open it up in a different browser than you're logged into your Zenfolio account. This way you can actually test your website as a true visitor would experience it. So that gallery had visitor sign-in turned on, so I'm just going to type something really quick. Just to get past this. And then we're going to go ahead and check that product category out and see that that print is showing up in the correct category. So if I go select photos, I select this one right here, I hit buy, select product. You're going to see that on the product homepage that the client would see, or the shop home that the client would see, there's actually not even an other products category. So there's actually not even an there is an other products category right here. Sorry, there is an other products category if you set them up to be that way. But if I go to prints right here, and what was that one? It was under prints, and I think it was small print right there. There's that 4x6 metallic paper print that I designated into being in prints and small prints. So even though it's showing up on the back end of the price list under the other products category, when your clients go to purchase it, it's going to show up in the correct category that you designated it. So anyway, I hope that clarifies that issue there. Go back, and it looks like we got a question in the chat here. Sergi, hey, thanks for coming back and hanging out with us again. It's always a pleasure to have you, and I'm glad you're here asking questions. It's always a pleasure to have you hanging out with us. He says, if I upload all of my images with the maximum size and resolution, I often shoot with the medium format plus large panorama. Will it impact negatively the speed of my site load? How do I balance high-res prints and the speed? So to answer your question, this comes down to when I recommend what you upload, this comes down to more of what your internet speed for you can handle when you're uploading. If you've got really good internet and you've got a good, strong, steady connection, I would definitely 100% tell you to make sure that you upload the maximum resolution files, the full resolution files. And the reason I say that is because when you upload images to Zenfolio, we actually never ever display those full resolution files on your website. We create up to 9 different display images that's used on the website, and we do this for 2 specific reasons. One of the reasons that we do this is because, as you mentioned, if we showed the full resolution file on your website, it would make it run extremely slow because the files will just be huge, and especially in galleries where there's just galleries full of these gigantic files, the load time would just be really slow, and it would just be a pain for everybody. So the other reason that we do this for, and we make these display images, is because this actually prevents people from pulling up your website on really high resolution monitors and taking high resolution screenshots of it. So that's why we do this right here. What we do is, if you go into a gallery right here, there's actually, so if you go to a gallery and then you click on gallery access, you can actually see a list of some of the display images that are generated. So if I click on this right here, you're gonna have to forgive me, my internet seems to be running just a little slow. But if I go right here and I click on gallery access right here, there's a tab called photo protection. So if I go right here to photo protection, this is going to show some of the display sizes that we actually generate. This is why sometimes when you upload a gallery and then you immediately go look at it, you might see little spinny wheels over the image. So like if you just finished uploading a gallery and you want to go look at it, you might occasionally see little spinny wheels right here for the first, I don't know, few seconds or whatever. What that means is that those preview images are being generated. But yeah, so to recap, upload those full resolution files as long as your internet can handle it and it's not a nightmare for you to upload it. And then we actually generate those display images to make your website run faster and to keep people from getting high resolution screenshots of the images. So anyway, I hope that helped with that question. We've got probably about 10, 11 more minutes left, guys. So if you've got a question, please feel free just to throw it out in the chat so I can make sure I get it answered. If I'm not able to get to it, you can always email us a question at zenfolio.com/contact. And we will take your questions the next week. All right, let me go ahead and jump over onto another email question quick. This person says, I am interested in upgrading to the advanced plan. However, I still have about 6 months left on my current plan. Do I have to pay full price if I upgrade today? So no, the answer is no. So if you've got, maybe you've got a premium plan, a legacy premium plan, or maybe you've got the pro plan, and you're thinking that maybe you want some of the advanced features like phone support, live chat support that you get with the advanced account, and you've just had your account for about 6 months and you think maybe you want to upgrade, definitely just go ahead and do that upgrade, because we'll actually give you a proration on that upgrade. So you wouldn't have to pay the full amount to purchase that advanced plan. We're going to give you a 6-month proration credit on that upgrade, so you won't pay full price. So anyway, I hope that answers that question. Let's see. Sergi's got another question here. He says, how can I implement a pop-up window for the first time unique visitors to my site with the invitation to give their email address in exchange for a trade or discount buy? So this is going to be getting into, if you're wanting to do that on the homepage, if you're wanting that to be on the homepage, you're going to be looking at getting into some custom coding. So let me show you really quick what I'm talking about. But before we go and talk about custom coding on the homepage, what you could do is, if you're just wanting this to be with the gallery, what you could do is use the visitor sign in and put some of that notification on there, and then you would be responsible for following up with them and giving them the discount code that you're talking about. So let me switch over here to my browser view. Oh, right here. Okay. So what we're going to do is, if you just click on here and you go to visitor sign in right here, what you can do is turn the sign in on right here like this. And then in your case, I hope I'm saying your name right. I think I've asked before, Sergi. Which in this case, since you're wanting to give them a discount in exchange for their email, what you could do is, what I would suggest is leave this on right here, so that you get an email anytime somebody does the visitor sign in. And then what you would want to do is just choose this automatically update. You could go to the visitor messaging, and this is right here where you would say, please give me your name and email, and I'd be happy to send you a discount code on your first purchase or something like that. And then you just go to the sign-in fields, put name required and things like that, hit save. And then what they'll see when they visit the gallery is that little pop-up that I saw a while ago. I'm from Oklahoma. That was an Oklahoma word. Sorry. A little while ago, that pop-up that I saw where I had to put my name and email address in here, that's what they would see. And then any custom messaging that you put on there, they would see that as well. And they'd have to do that before they could actually go and enter the gallery. Now, if you're wanting to do it on the homepage, this is going to take some custom code from it, and you're going to have to get like an embed code from maybe MailChimp or something like that, and then actually customize or custom code it onto your homepage. So if we go up to my Zenfolio right here, click on customize website. This homepage is probably a mess right now, but we will just go ahead and so what you can do is, I would probably either put it in the welcome message, or if you're showing the footer, you could put it in the footer as well. But basically what you're going to have to do is create some kind of, or get some kind of embed code from a service like MailChimp, some third party that will create that pop-up and all that stuff for you. Get the embed code, and then you could go in and you could put it in the welcome message. So if you have the welcome message set to show, you can come over to the welcome message tab right here, click this source button right here, and put in that custom embedding code paste it into this source right here and apply it. So that's one way you could do it. Or you could set your footer to show, and you could put that custom embedding code in the footer as well. So you would just go to the footer, site footer right over here, and then there is custom content right here. Set that custom content to show, and then go to that content, hit that source button right there, and that's where you would paste that embed code right there. So that's how you could get that custom coding on the homepage. All right, let me get back to my dashboard. Now, Sergio, I will warn you just a little bit. I did try this out with something I made through MailChimp. I'm pretty sure it was probably something that I did wrong on MailChimp's end, but I made a little pop-up and I custom coded it into my site. And I don't know if I had an option selected weird or wrong through MailChimp's end, but it did kind of make my homepage freeze up. And so in the end, what I did was I ended up removing it. But I've definitely seen several people, several accounts who've got that custom pop-up, like sign up for a mailing list, or something like that on there, that they've got it working right. I was just playing around with it to see if I could get it to do it, and I didn't really take the time in MailChimp like I should to really understand all the options before I embedded it. But you can definitely give it a try and just use that source button and put it in the code there. If the embed code or the service that you're wanting to use requires any kind of JavaScript, jQuery, anything like that, anything that requires access to the head tag, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to use that. However, I'm sure that there are plenty of services. I know MailChimp didn't require that at all. I'm sure there's plenty of services that you can do that you can use to get that. All right, guys, we've got about 5 more minutes left, so I just want to talk about a few things really quick. In the description of the live streaming video right now, there should be a link that says video tutorial request. If you've got a chance, go ahead, click on that link. If you've got a video tutorial that you would like to see, like maybe putting custom content in the homepage or things like that, any kind of feature that you're wondering about, any kind of process that maybe you're not quite sure how to do on Zenfolio, and you'd like to see a video tutorial on that, just hit that link that's in the description and shoot that request out. Now, I can't promise that I'll be able to get every video requested made, but I'll definitely take every request into consideration and see what I can do as far as getting a tutorial made for that request. The other thing too is that we are now on Snapchat. So if you guys are Snapchat users, follow us at Zenfolio Live. And what we're going to do is send out notifications on Snapchat when we're about to go live. Also when we publish video tutorials and things like that. And if you guys want to follow us on Snapchat, shoot us a snap back and maybe put your website address on that snap or whatever. And if it's okay, I'll share it with the viewers on the next Zenfolio Live. So shoot us a snap, put your website address on there, and we will share those next week if we get any. All right, so I've got, let's see, I've got about 2 minutes left. Let me see if I've got time for one more email question here. Can I limit the download size from my galleries? So if you're wanting to limit the size of images that people can download from your galleries, it really depends on how you have it set up for people to download from. If you're doing any of the downloading through access control, if you're doing any of the downloading from access control, where you go in, click engagements, and then you go to gallery access, and you go to the downloading tab and you just say allow downloading. If that's the downloading that you're allowing, the only way to really control the size of downloads for that is by uploading the size of file that you want to download. This option allows people to download the original file that you uploaded for free from within the gallery. So what you would want to do is you would want to turn that off, actually. Make sure that's turned off. So do not allow downloading, and then set it up to be a digital product. I don't really have the time to go into how to set up a digital product properly and all that stuff. I've only got a few minutes left. There is a really good tutorial on the YouTube channel that says, I think it's how to sell digital products and downloads through Zenfolio. That's a really great tutorial. It'll go through and explain how to set up digital products and things like that. But basically, you can create different types of digital products. You can sell a full resolution, maybe a 5 megapixel or, a 3 megapixel image, and that's going to change the size. And then what you would do is basically put it on a price list, assign it to the gallery. And then if you're wanting those to be free, you just create a coupon code to make them free. Or you could just set them to 0 in the price list and people would be able to download those for free there. So that would be my recommendations on how to do that. Is if you're wanting to try to do it through the gallery access control, you're just going to have to upload the smaller sizes there. All right, guys, unfortunately, we are out of time. I want to say thanks to everybody who came and hung out with us today and asked questions in the chat. I appreciate it. Hope you guys found this helpful. If you're watching the DVR of this on YouTube or the recording of this, all of the links that were thrown out in the chat that you can't see now are going to be in the video description below. Thanks again, guys. And like I said, next week you guys are going to have Kayla, so come support Kayla, show her some love, give her some tough questions, and have a good time. Hope you guys have a good week and a safe weekend. I am out of here and I'll be heading on vacation soon. So have a good one, everybody. Thanks a lot. Bye.